Hello, my filthy little sinners, and welcome to Therapy Simulator. As everyone knows, I am a IRL therapist. I work in addiction therapy, and I just recently, about almost 2 years ago, so not that recently, actually, now that I think about it, completed my master's degree arc and got my degree in clinical mental health counseling, my specialist degree. So whenever I saw this game, I was really interested in it because I was wondering how accurate it is to how real therapy goes. So we're gonna take a look at it together. I also really love simulator games, so we're just gonna dive right in because I'm bad at intros. Do I get to make my own bitch? Oh, I'm in an elevator. Hello? Oh, I get experience points by, okay. It's early access. Which one's my office? Medical rooms, I'm assuming that's, okay, it tells me where my office is. Hold on, I want to see if I can open any of these doors. Okay, fine. Oh, holy shit. Okay, hi. This person was just like on the ground or whatever. Oh, do I work the desk? Do I start off working the desk? Talk with the weird guy in your office. Max Chillington. Hi, I didn't think you'd be here this early. Good morning to you too. Good morning. Sorry, my head's not in the right place. Is everything all right with you? I just lost my lucky coin. I've been looking for it. What kind of lucky coin is it? Oh, I can help you look if you want. Thank you, but I'll take care of it. I've had this coin since I was a little kid. It makes me feel safe. In that case, I hope you find it. I think I might have left it at home. I should go look. All right, see you later. So that's our intern. Okay. Shit, what do I do? Open calendar app, therapy station. This is about what the UI of a in-office like calendar looks like, except it's usually not web-based. Usually some kind of program that they use that's proprietary. Tomorrow I have Hideo Takeda and Nathan Jones. They put what we're covering right next to on the calendar. That's the way to get a breach of patient information. Johnny Sims, imposter syndrome. All right, I'm just gonna put him bright and early, I guess. Start day. We only have one patient. Client. Whole ass office. Okay, no, I have an actual like office, and oh, that's a nice office actually. Hold on, guy. I know you just saw me like and saw that I have like time or whatever. I can close the blinds, thank God. Why is there a window? Oh, I guess for observed. No, why is it in the hallway? That should be a secure room. This is not a very secure building. Hi, my name is Baby Bat. I should introduce myself. Hi, my name is Baby Bat B, and I'll be your therapist going forward. You ever meet someone who's done everything but still feels like they're faking it? That's an interesting way to start. Can you tell me more about what faking it means? I've been a doctor, a firefighter, a plumber, and even a police officer, but I never feel like I've belong. None of these are how I would respond. This one's giving too much advice. That's frowned upon. This is asking a question. I guess an open-ended question like that would be good. I would restate what the patient said in different words and then ask my question. But why do you think none of these jobs felt right for you? I guess I just never trusted myself to be good enough at any of them. I guess this one kind of validates the way that he's feeling while also like letting him know that it's a cognitive distortion. But like, is this their first session? I kind of need context, because if this is our first session, I should have started with a confidentiality statement, like reiterating to him like that all of his information is between him and me. Anything that is said in session stays in session, unless usually the way I say it is, hi, my name is Baby Bat B. I'll be your therapist today. Before we get started, I would like to go over our confidentiality statement. which is anything that you say in session stays between me and you. The only exceptions to this is if I feel that you are of harm to yourself or others, if I believe that you're the perpetrator of abuse against a minor or at-risk adult, if I am talking to my direct supervisor, which I am under supervision, so I do discuss cases with my supervisor, or if we are subpoenaed by a court of law. And any other exceptions to confidentiality would be if the patient signs an express consent form, an ROI, to have their information like exchanged between third parties. And the way that we typically do it in an addiction clinic is, hey, you had a surgery done, or you've had some kind of medical procedure, or you have another therapist outside of me who works on your mental health stuff while I work on the addiction stuff, or like any other medical provider, we would say we need like records of your medication, like direct from them, just to verify that you're not on anything that could interact with the medication that we're already prescribing you. But definitely what I would definitely have already done is explain, even if it is like our second session, like remind the patient of confidentiality, because like sometimes it slips a patient's mind and they say something, and then like you're a mandated reporter, and then the patient's like, well, I didn't know that you would tell somebody, my trust in you is ruined, and also I'm gonna sue. And then you're just covering your own ass if you often reiterate to the patient that you like what their confidentiality rights are, so that they can't hit you with the I'm gonna sue, you never told me. So already we're looking at a liability here for not opening with our confidentiality statement. I guess I just never trusted myself to be good enough at any of them. You're not the first person to feel that way, but it doesn't mean that it's true. I guess you're right. I need to take it easy. Anyway, I'll see you next time, Johnny. Well, that was a brief session. I mean, I've had some quick ones in my lifetime, but that one was cool. Typically, the shortest session that you would have as a therapist is around about 45 minutes, and that 45 minutes is like the content of the session, and then after that is scheduling and summarizing everything that you talked about during session, like sort of setting the agenda for next session. I guess I just see one patient and I go home. Ideal day. Start next day. Sits down. You're too hard on yourself. Anyway, that'll be $200. A grifter's dream. I don't like blinds being open. I don't know. It feels like PHI to me. A breach of PHI. Where the fuck is my intern? Okay, I see Hideo first. Amanda Hall, we'll put you down for 9 a.m. on Wednesday, and then we'll see Zach right after. Typically, I like to give myself, if I'm in the position of making my own schedule, which at my current job, I do make my own schedule, but patients sort of come in whenever the hell they feel like it, which makes things hard to plan. I definitely don't take a break during the day, which isn't ideal. Like today, it was back-to-back patients. Some days it's 2 hours of nothing and then a whole bunch of patients all at once. You never know what you're gonna get in addiction medicine. Hey, I'm assuming your checks notes. Hideo Takeda, welcome on in. Come on back. My name is Baby Bat, and I'll be your therapist going forward. Tell me, I go through my confidentiality statement, then I sit down. Tell me a little bit about what brings you in to see me today. I'm a loser who gambled away his $1 million company. Now I'm totally broke. You've made mistakes, but that doesn't really define who you are moving forward. I like the thrill. The risk made me feel alive more than anything I had experienced. Danger can sometimes give us a sense of control when we're missing it elsewhere. That's a little bit of psychoeducation, sure. I didn't feel in control of anything else. Not my business, not my life, not even myself. And oh, we're going with a strengths-based approach, I see. Now you're here. You're taking back control of your life. I'm trying to get back on track. It's gonna be a long road ahead of me. What matters is that you showed up, and that is your first step. Thank you for your words. I'll see you next time. Take care, Hideo. See you next time. So I definitely would have oh, no, it didn't. It's fine. I just hit the wrong button. I definitely would have, I'm sorry, I got distracted by the guy with the horse head. What was I talking about? I think I definitely would have led with like a whole bunch of like open-ended questions and reflective statements to keep the conversation going, and also like learn more about everything before I started giving advice. But that's just how I was taught. There are some people that like to get straight to the meat and potatoes of everything. Hold on. I noticed there were other windows. Jesus, do I have just like unpacked boxes everywhere? Anyway, what is his problem? Identity crisis. Okay. All right. Well, come on back. I said, come on back. Oh my God, he fucking whinnies at you. Come on in, take a seat. Confidentiality statement, introduction. Tell me what brings you into my office today. In this instance, if I've already led with introducing myself and what brings you into my office today, and I'm met with silence, I meet it with more silence. After a while, I'll maybe engage. Hello? Do you treat people who aren't strictly people? To this statement, I would typically ask an open-ended question by tell me what you mean about people who aren't strictly people. Just a simple, like, what do you mean by that? My door is open to anybody who seeks help. Thank you, Doc. I'm just tired of being laughed at. The truth is, I don't even know what I am anymore. And to this, I would use a reflective statement, which would be, you're saying that you aren't sure of your own identity. Instead of making guesses like this, because I don't know everything about the situation, I can't just make a guess. Because what if, like, because at the beginning of the going to therapy, words are hard for me, especially after a day of talking. You're in the rapport building stage at the beginning of therapy with someone. So a lot of it is gathering information and assuring this person that you are somebody that they can trust. A lot of people, they open up day one, and then a lot of other people, it's months before they open up. I have patients that sometimes sessions are 20 minutes long because they just don't feel comfortable with me yet. And that's okay. That's perfectly fine, unless you like work at a clinic that's always hounding you to, oh, you need longer sessions so we can bill them for more, which is bullshit. I wish wasn't a thing, but unfortunately, corporate exists. I have the luxury of, as long as I document that I intended to meet with a patient, tried to meet with a patient, I'm not on the hook for if the patient's like, I can't meet that long today, then we can have a 20-minute session. And that's fine as long as I document, hey, patient said that they couldn't meet for that long today in my notes, and then it's fine. But really what I would do here is use a reflective statement first to make sure that the client knows that I am hearing what they're saying instead of jumping straight to conclusions. So either of these, I guess, are fine in the situation if you already established a rapport with the patient and you like things about them. Otherwise, this just looks like wild speculation and like you're throwing spaghetti at the wall. Do you think it's other people's expectations that led you to feel like this? That's sort of like a close-ended question too, so I wouldn't even use that. Close-ended questions are questions that can be answered with either a yes or a no, and they're conversation killers. So using an open-ended question, like a question that has to be answered with at least a sentence, it is better. We would get points docked off our grade in practicum if we used a lot of close-ended questions. Whenever I accidentally use one in session, like I sort of cringe. I'm like, oh God, my grade, but I'm not being graded anymore. It's just a conversation killer. I spent so long trying to be what other people wanted, I forgot what I wanted. It's okay to not have all the answers right away. You can take your time. Thank you for listening to me, Doc. That was it? That's the whole session? Okay. I'm used to having longer sessions, obviously. As you can tell, I yap a lot. My favorite thing to do is psychoeducation. Whenever it's in a part of the therapeutic relationship that it's appropriate for me to yap a lot. Typically, patients are a lot happier whenever they do more talking than the actual therapist. All right, so that was our 2 patients for the day. I wish every day was like that. I see 2 patients and then I get to go home. But usually upwards of either somewhere around 6 to 12. It's a broad range. It depends. Right now, we're a little bit short-staffed, so I see a lot of people. But we are hiring. We're in the process of hiring a new counselor, and it's going to be awesome whenever I get that help. Okay, I'm in the calendar. I'm a fresh graduate. I feel that in my bones. I feel like fresh graduates are typically, and don't quote me on this, I feel like people who are straight out of school are better therapists than people who have been doing it for a while because we're not burnt the fuck out. I feel like people who are in private practice fare a lot better because they have... Oh, there's a dude in the hallway. What's up, dude? So, how'd your first 2 days go? The developer. It was all right. This is only the beginning. I am the creator of this world. I need your help to make it better. Hey, creator of this game, if you need an actual therapist who is straight out of school, like help developing some of the sessions and stuff like that, hit me up, actually, because I've been doing it for 2 years. I also went through school for like 3.5 years. If you need help, hit me up with questions. Ask me how I would respond to certain prompts that the patient gives me. How can I help you? I need your support to grow my powers and your knowledge to make the world better. Sure. Bye, developer. I closed door. Oh, we have a lot more patients now. I think I'm going to load my day up. Victim mentality. I've seen a lot of that. So we're gonna give ourselves 4 patients today and 2 patients tomorrow. All right, this would be Amanda Hall. She has jealousy issues. Come back with me. Introduction, confidentiality statement. Jealousy is ruining my relationship with my boyfriend and I can't seem to help it. Using the word can in front of this makes it a close-ended question. I would open up the question more by saying, tell me what you do when you feel jealous. And have you felt this way in past relationships is also a closed-ended question. And then 3 is just judgment. Tell me what you do when you feel jealous. It shames me to say it, but I make fake profiles of hot girls and message my boyfriend. Okay, tell me more about that. Tell me why, like what is your goal in doing this? I just can't help the feeling that I'm being cheated on. This it sounds like your trust has been shaken before, maybe long before this relationship is probably a little bit presumptuous. I could say that kind of fear doesn't usually come out of nowhere to sort of prompt the patient to reveal to me that this comes from somewhere. Again, I would use another reflective statement. Reflective statements are the bread and butter of therapy, but 2 is the best option in this scenario. That kind of fear doesn't usually come from nowhere. It's really hard for me to trust any man, ever, because I grew up watching my dad cheat on my mom constantly. Neither of these statements I would use. I think both of them sort of make the interaction really awkward. You've unpacked something heavy, let's give it space. I would say I would use an empathizing response. Like, that must have been really hard for you. That must have really shaped the way that you view the world. Thank you. I feel lighter after saying that. We'll keep working with that next session. These sessions are so short. Come on back. Again, I would have given myself time in between sessions to document, but I know that not everybody has that luxury, especially not in, which it looks like this guy has his own private practice, so he should have time to schedule like 15 minutes in between session for documentation and decompressing. People keep telling me that I need therapy because I haven't showered in a long time. I would use a reflective statement such as, what I'm hearing is that therapy isn't really a priority for you, but something that other people, it needs to be a priority for you. And usually they'll expand upon it from there. Why don't you shower more often? because I don't think I need to. I feel clean without it. Again, none of these options are really what I would use. I would again use another reflective statement. Then again, I'm used to motivational interviewing, which uses a lot of reflective statements. Do you think you're escaping something else by not showering? I'm not escaping anything. I just don't think social norms should dictate my life. Other people may not share your thoughts about hygiene. I don't really care about that. People who love me already accept me the way that I am. Then maybe we're not here to change you, just to understand you better. You're right. I'm just not ready to delve into my mind yet. I think I'll see you next week. So he is what we would call someone who is in the pre-contemplation stage of change. Somebody who doesn't believe that they have a problem, isn't ready to change. Whenever you're ready, we'll be here to explore it together. And sometimes sessions look a little bit more like just chatting within professional limits, of course, with somebody who is in pre-contemplation. A lot of it is reflective statements to sort of get some kind of change talk to happen, especially in motivational interviewing, which is another sort of like bread and butter. You would not believe the morning I've had. I'm listening. I had coffee spilled on my shirt, I missed my bus, and some random homeless guy sneezed on me. None of these statements are good. Let's see. I would be like, wow, it sounds like you've had quite the morning, right? I deserve like a trophy or a medal or something. Does it feel like life never happens the way you want it to? Again, more close-ended questions. I would open things up a little bit and be like, well, it sounds like you feel like you... It sounds like you... I have to think about this one a little bit. I'm not sure how I would respond actually with a reflective statement to that specific statement. Sounds so much like a joke from the patient that like I would probably redirect conversation back to the morning that they were having. Like it sounds like, oh, you're having a rough morning. Why don't you tell me a little bit more about that? Does it feel like life never happens the way you want it to? It feels like one little thing goes wrong and suddenly I hate everything. Again, these are suggestions. Like you don't typically give a lot of advice, especially early on in the therapeutic relationship. I understand this is just a game though. It doesn't have to be accurate, but I would suggest that she sort of focus on, I would lead her to the conclusion that she should focus on things that are inside of her control as opposed to the things that she can't control. Solid advice, thanks. Sorry, something came up, I gotta go. I don't think that session went very well. All right, come on back. Never thought I'd be sitting in therapy, but here I am. Criminal past. Let's see. It takes a lot of courage to come here, to open up. I don't feel brave. I should have done this a long time ago. I was born into a life of crime and now I want to turn my life around. Let's see. What made you think that now's the time? I've lost too many people to this life. I don't want to be the next one. Sometimes it's loss that teaches us how to appreciate life. I don't know. I feel like that's an okay statement. I would empathize a little bit more with his predicament. I would use a reflective statement of it sounds more like you've gained a sense of mortality about your situation and it's really opened your eyes to your situation. I see that now, a little bit too late, but I do. I spent so long hurting people. Now I want to give back. I want to make the world a better place. That's admirable. You really are on the right path. I feel like that's a little bit of glazing. I feel like that's glazing too much. You don't want to sugarcoat things too much as a therapist because then it just becomes a feel-good sesh and it's just like making people feel better about doing the bare minimum is never a good idea. It's never too late to start doing good, but it takes work, not just words. I'll do what I can. That's all I've got. You did good today. Don't forget that. Like a lot of it is making the patient feel better about themselves, but there's also a certain degree of realism to it as well. Okay, is there any way for me to spend my money? Store, therapist chair, coming soon, sofas, tables, painting. So there isn't a way to spend money yet. Hangout lobby, medical room, assistant room. Paying bills isn't really a thing that I can do right now. So let's see, we have 2 patients today. We'll do social anxiety, dying patient, and then we'll assign 3 tomorrow. Doug is a hot dog man with a hot dog stand. Come on back, Doug. I do like the positioning of everything in this room. I like how the therapist's chair is closer to the door than the patient's chair, just in the case of an incident. They're not trapped in the room, but also harder for a patient who is like experiencing SI or suicidal ideation to escape whenever they feel like they're about to be mandated reporter. Sorry that I had to come in wearing this. I could barely take off time from work. You don't need to apologize. You showed up. That matters. I think I would start with a fucking reflective statement of you feel the need to apologize for your attire. Tell me why that is. Thank you for understanding, Doc. Honestly, I feel guilty even being here. I have 6 children to support. I have to work hard every day. I guess an empathizing response of, that's a huge responsibility. No wonder you're exhausted. I don't even think about my own needs anymore. So everybody gets a piece of you. What's left for you? I just keep going. I don't even think about it anymore. Showing your kids what self-care looks like is one of the best ways to take care of them too. That is a very good statement. That is a good statement. Something that I would actually say. You're right, I never thought about it that way. Take it easy, Doug. Either this is a glitch, or this bitch ain't got no body. Feels invisible. Nope, it's intended. Come on back. No matter what I do, I feel invisible to people. We can start by seeing you here, right now. I wanted to be seen for so long that I forgot who I really am. It sounds like this is an actual good reflective statement. It sounds like you've lost yourself in the eyes of others. I don't feel like there's anything about the real me that matters. And this is a little bit of Adlerian therapy. Adlerian therapy, its core belief is that the cognitive distortions that you repeat to yourself are in somebody else's voice. That's not your voice, that's old damage talking. Thank you, I'm already starting to feel better about opening up. We'll keep building from there. Hold on. Oh, they have a dying parent. Tell me what brings you into my office today. Sorry, I almost canceled. I always almost cancel. I'm glad you didn't. So, how are you today? I'm doing alright, I guess. I'm a little afraid of going out of my house. Both of these are close-ended questions. I would not use close-ended questions. I would use an open-ended question. Tell me a little bit about what makes you afraid of leaving your house. Some former friends of mine, I think they're a little angry at me. Oh, this is a different guy. This isn't the dying patient, or the one with the dying parent. What makes you feel like they would be angry at you? I said some things I shouldn't have said to people I shouldn't have talked to. All of these are bad. All of these are not what I would typically go with. A way to rephrase this that doesn't sound accusatory is tell me what you need from me, or tell me what your goals are for therapy. I don't know, I just don't want to live in fear anymore. You've been surviving, but let's work on getting you to actually live. I guess I'll see you next time unless I hide away somewhere, but I'll try not to. Stay safe is probably like feeding into his delusion, which I'm assuming is a delusion of persecution. Same time next week? This is the one with the dying parent. I'm about to lose my dad to terminal illness. That's an enormous weight to carry. It is. It hurts in places I didn't know could hurt. It's very hard to be prepared for something like this. I don't want to be prepared. I want everything to go back to what it was. Being a kid again with my parents, happy. Their love is still with you. You don't have to let that go. I'll keep that with me forever. It's hard to talk about this. I think it's better if I go now. This is a patient experiencing resistance who is giving resistance, and the way that you combat resistance is to sort of flow with it. Not like really backing down, but just exploring it. I know it's difficult, but stay strong, Kim. And that ends the session. Let's see. Tomorrow we have a perfectionist, a compulsive liar, and a serial cheater. Oh, I went the wrong way. All right. Oh, we'll put the developer down. Ashley Lynn. Ashley, come on. I'm just tired of everything having to be perfect all the time. It is valid to use a little bit of a gestalt here, point out how the patient seems. So I guess we could go with that. You seem tired, not just physically, but emotionally too. I feel like I'm barely holding it together most days. What do you think a mistake says about you? That I'm not enough, I'm a failure to people around me. When was the last time someone acknowledged your efforts? I don't really remember. I don't need praise, I just want people to notice that I'm doing the best for them. Sometimes you have to do what's best for yourself. It's hard, but I guess you're right. Come on in and pop a squat. Before we begin, I just want to say that my sister forced me to come here. You may have come here because of her, but what we do in here is up to you. She keeps saying that I lie too much. I don't know what her problem is. Could it be that other people just misunderstand you? Exactly, I can't express myself the way I want to. I lie about myself because if I told the truth, I don't think anyone would like me. So every lie is a version of you that you think is more acceptable. It's just safer pretending to be someone that they want. People can't accept the real you if you never let her speak. I think maybe I want to try just once. I'm done hiding behind my lies for real this time. That's a strong first step and I believe in you. Thank you for listening to me. Mean it. Take care, Laura. We'll talk again soon. Come on back, Mr. John. Look, I've hurt a lot of people. I don't even know why I do it anymore. I just know I want it to stop. When you say you hurt people, what exactly do you mean by that? I cheated on every single one of my girlfriends. It's almost become an obsession, as if I have to do it. The way I would phrase this one is, tell me what you get out of cheating on another person. I feel lighter, like I finally let something go. That does sound like this guy is using relationships to validate himself, and also he lacks the courage to break up with people whenever he's in a lack of other words done with them. Relationships may be a way for you to validate yourself. I just feel so loved. I feel handsome. It's good to be wanted. You do not have to look for validation in other people. How else can I feel good about myself? Sometimes it's not about feeling good, it's about being okay with not being perfect. Oh, hey, it's the developer. Come on back, developer, mister. Tell me what brings you to my office today. Your time here is finished for now. I hope you enjoyed it. I'd like to see more of it. Ask and I shall provide. There's so much more on the way. I would really appreciate your support to improve this world. Again, I would love to support you. Thank you, that means a lot. And what about giving me some feedback? Doing it right now. I'll be updating this. Check back in a few weeks. Definitely. We'll check back with the game whenever it's hit some more of its roadmap. So that is the end of the demo. I think it just starts, it either starts the week over again or it just ends. It looks like it just starts the week over. It just starts the week all over again. So that was a therapy simulator. Like I said, I would love to give feedback on how I would respond to things, the things that patients are saying in this game. I don't have a lot of experience, but I did go to school for like 3.5 years and then the 4 in psychology before that, and also 2 years on the job experience. So I would love to be consulted with the development of like different dialogues and stuff like that. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me play the game. I know it was mostly me yapping about my career, but I enjoy talking about psychology. I enjoy talking about therapy. I think therapy is vital. A lot of people, I feel like everyone should go to therapy at least once in their life. I feel like it can be life-changing. And even if it is just to process stressors instead of working on something in specific, I still feel like it is really beneficial. But that'll be it for me today. If you liked the game, I have everything, the link to it and everything in the description below. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.